What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. TapTools says Cardano ADA ranks second in GitHub development activity across all blockchains. Really good stuff. Ali Martinez, technical analyst, says as long as Cardano ADA holds between 67 cents and 80 cents, the bull run remains intact. And he also said recently that Cardano ADA remains in consolidation, setting up for a potential 25% price increase. Don't mind if I do. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, says that this SEC has demonstrated a clear interest in moving on quickly from the failed regulation by enforcement policies of the previous administration. And that sets up perfectly for this tweet, guys. Massive for Cardano and altcoins in general. Senator Cynthia Lummis writes an official letter to the SEC to encourage the SEC to consider the benefits to investors for allowing staking in digital asset ETPs. Staking doesn't sound like Bitcoin. Staking sounds like Cardano. 1.321 million delegated wallets. This is huge, guys. The Bitcoin maximalists are coping so hard in the comments, and this is just massive, guys. Staking provides increased returns for investors and increases network resilience. These are literally the words taken out of the official document signed off by Senator Lummis. Everything's linked below. What a well-written letter. This was sent a couple of days ago, but her tweet was from yesterday. And I think people don't really realize how gargantuan this is, because staking digital assets, that has nothing to do with Bitcoin. So this is huge, guys. I would say the massive takeaway for today is how huge this is. And I think slowly people will realize that Lummis is basically given the request and the green light for saying, hey, let's get some stake in digital asset ETPs right here in the US. Good stuff. Charles Hoskinson says you can do feeless transactions with Babel fees. Really looking forward to the evolution of Babel fees. A UTXO in Cardano can carry a token bundle, not just ADA. It is possible to write transactions that transfer multiple different tokens in a single UTXO. So magical. Satoshi Nakamoto had this idea but never fully implemented it. Good stuff. Charles also says we're going to ensure there's sufficient funding to bring world experts in to augment who we already have, so that during 2025 to 2026, the fundamental science of a quantum computer adversary and the security model can be figured out. So we really flushed out all the QC stuff. He also says that we have some of the best cryptographers in the world working at IOG and with IOG. We're also well positioned for quantum computing. We're at Stanford University, CMU, and the University of Edinburgh. And good stuff, guys. The great news is we have people like Alexander Russell. I mean, we got Alex Becker. We got Angry Alex. We got Alexander Russell. I guess we're all Alexander. He is a professor of computer science and mathematics at University of Connecticut. He is a domain expert in quantum computing. We have the appropriate people, says Charles. And just a quick look at a recap of him. This is great. He has interest in cryptography, blockchain protocols, quantum computing, algorithms, huge CV, massive track record. So it's great that we have so many experts in quantum computing working closely with IOG. Charles says, I do believe we can implement a NIST standard with Mithril. What happens is that you'll have an audit log of Cardano's history as a checkpoint that is quantum resistant. Leios and Mithril are already pushing in that direction. So it's so great that our work with academia, research and whatnot is paying off. That we're really galvanizing a strong system, safe and secure, resilient. It's just going to bode really well. And safe and secure, slow and steady has been really important, as we saw with Microsoft spending 2 decades to make the breakthroughs that they have with quantum computing. Charles says we're ready for quantum computing. IOG will do foundational research and work with experts on implementing cryptographic algorithms. We'll do formal security audits on all implementations. We're rigorous. We do it right. This was so great to hear. Again, the emphasis on security, and he used the analogy of like having a good plumber, right? When you have a bad leak in the home, you gotta do the plumbing right. You know what I'm saying? So having that bedrock foundation that people have come to really appreciate. Some people don't appreciate it, but I know everyone would rather have a safe network. Speaking of safety, right? The $1.4 billion hack, which goes down as one of the biggest, if not the biggest hacks. And there's a response from Charles for the Bybit event that says, Ben, you're doing a great job handling this event. Keep the faith and keep pushing forward. And I think they've been handling this very well. So the team at Bybit saying 12 hours from the worst hack in history. All withdrawals have been processed. Our withdrawal system is now fully back to normal pace. You can withdraw any amount and experience no delays. We did see them say that they're taking loans. They're fully solvent. They went on live streams, which is great. They're not running away. Libra, they're not running away pretending like nothing happened. Thanks for your patience, and we are sorry that this happened. Bybit will come out with full incident report as well as security measurement in the next few days. I will also personally keep you all posted on any new updates. Thanks to all the clients, friends, and partners who have helped and supported us during this excruciating 12 hours. The real work has now just started. I gotta say, this is fantastic. Like, this is how you do it. This is how you do damage control. This is how you show up, you have empathy, and you make your investors whole. And even moments like this, it's in your worst moments where you show your true colors. And I think they've shown what a fantastic way of handling such an enormous loss. So I got to give some applause to them, really. Some praise to Bybit for handling this situation really well. Hopefully, guys, we're not affected, but it looks like they're handling it very nicely. ADA going sideways right now, given all the news going on. I think we're still going to have some sideways until next week, where we hear from the different senators, crypto hearings on digital assets. Taking a look at TradingView, again, ADA at 0.77, XRP 2.54, BTCD just right at 61%, and Bitcoin 96.4. So everything's kind of going sideways, but we're still looking pretty decent overall. I mean, we're kind of getting like higher highs and just going sideways. So I think a breakthrough is imminent, and I think it will coincide with all the stuff just around the corner. We're waiting for the SEC to fully withdraw its litigation against Coinbase. We're waiting next week for the senators like Lummis and Scott to do crypto hearings on digital assets. And we're also waiting in basically a week, more or less, for Charles, who I think will be meeting up with the president. So a lot of bullish stuff, guys. Patience is one of the hardest things. But I think the takeaway for today is just how enormous this is. Because Bitcoiners are like, they're pissed in the comments. If you take a look at the comments from Lummis's tweet, they're just like confused. Because this is like altcoins. Yes, sounds a lot like Cardano, liquid staking. Don't mind if I do. So guys, let's celebrate all the good news. We have a lot of good stuff that will be loading just around the corner. Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.